This conference will now be recorded.
Morning, hey. Okay, guys, so we have completed discussing the item master, right? So I will create one more item. We just created only one item, right? I'll just create one more item. I'll add the vendor also in this. Let's say Apple iPhone 12 Pro. Okay, so we have created two items, guys. So today we will discuss the trade agreements, guys. Prices. Okay. Prices are under procurement and sourcing. Okay. Under the procurement and sourcing, prices and discounts. So first, okay. So guys, we will discuss the prices and discounts today. So how we can configure the prices and how we can configure the discounts. Yeah. So first of all, and what type of discounts and all we have, we will understand today. So in the setup, first of all, in the setup, we'll have to activate the prices. Okay. So under the setup, procurement and sourcing, under the setup, go to prices and discounts, activate prices and discounts. Okay. So here, first of all, we need to activate the prices. Whatever the prices that we are going to configure in the next setup, we, even though we have configured, if it has to be applicable in the system, we have to activate that. Okay. So these are all the combinations that we need to activate the prices. So let us discuss the combinations and let us understand. So we have prices, we have line discounts, we have multi-line discounts, we have total discounts. So these many trade agreements basically we have, and then we'll activate them. So prices, item and vendor combination. So one item and one vendor combination. Item and group of vendors combinations. So for let's say a group of 5 vendors are giving the same price for an item. Okay, so in that case, if you want to enable, if you want to configure the price for a group of vendors for a single item, same price, so you can enable this. So item vendor means one vendor, one item, straightforward. Okay, item and vendor group means group of vendors, an item, same price. If you want to, if you want to purchase an item, so 5 vendors are giving the same price only. So in that case, so we don't need to configure the price for each vendor. We can create a price group and assign that price group to 5 vendors, and configure the price for item and vendor group. Okay, so we'll enable this, and item and all vendors. So any vendor that I go and purchase from any vendor in the market, they're giving for the same price. Okay, so in that case, I can configure a price for all the vendors. I don't need to select a specific vendor or a group of vendor. I'll say all vendors. So any vendor, if I want to create a purchase order, it takes the same price only. Okay, then line discount. Line discount item vendor, item to vendor combination, or vendor to item combination, item to vendor group. So for a group of vendor, let's say a group of 5 vendors are giving the same percentage of a discount. Let's say 5% discount they are giving. A group of five vendors, they are giving 5% of discount if I purchase this item. Okay, enable this, enable this. All vendors. So if I purchase an item, all the vendors are giving the same percentage only in the market, which is let's say 5%. So I can enable this also in case if the cache to be activated. Okay, then item group and vendor. So group of items, let's say all the Apple brand items. Okay, Apple vendor, when I create a purchase order from Apple vendor is giving a 10% discount for all the group, all the Apple items, Apple branded items. So what I'll do, I'll keep all the Apple items under the Apple price, Apple line discount group. Okay, and I'll directly post, or I'll directly configure a 10% discount for Apple brand items. So when I select any item under this item group, okay, and when I select the Apple vendor to create a purchase order, system automatically calculate the 10% discount. Okay, and group of items and vendor group. So for a group of vendors, let's say a group of 5 vendors in the market, let's say if I purchase from Amazon, Flipkart, or even Big C, or let's say even if I purchase from Reliance Digital, or even if I purchase from Apple vendor, they are giving the same discount for all the Apple items. So when I say all the Apple items, it will become an item group for me, a group of items. And when I say these 5 vendors are giving the same discount, I'll put all of them under this vendor group. So group of vendors and group of items. So we can configure the discount. Group of items and all vendors. So all the vendors in the market, wherever I go and purchase, they are giving a 10% discount on my Apple products. So all my Apple products will be a group, and all the vendors. Okay, all items a vendor. So let's say a vendor, let's say a Flipkart vendor. For example, Flipkart, I'm purchasing from Flipkart. Any item I purchase from the vendor, Flipkart vendor, they're giving 2% discount. Okay, so that comes under all items. Then all items, group of vendors. Okay, so Flipkart, Amazon, and some other any e-commerce portals or any other vendor, Big C, Reliance Digital, all these 5 vendors are giving 2% discount when I purchase any item in my system. Okay, so vendor group, all items, all vendors. Again, combination. When I purchase any item in my system, okay, from any of the vendor, I'll get 2% discount. So I'm activating that combination also. So here again multi-line discount, that is line discount, guys. So line discount means in the purchase order, when I create a purchase order, each line will be a line. Each line basically I'll add an item and we call it as a line in purchase order. So each line wise we can enter a discount basically. Okay. So each item wise we can say, or each line wise we can say. Okay, so we can say each item wise actually speaking, because same item can be repeated in multiple other lines also. Okay, so in that case it should be applied for each line. That is called line discount, and we can configure the discount for line only, specific lines. Okay, that is called line discount. I'll show you when we configure, you will understand. Multi-line discount. Multi-line discount means we can configure the discount for multiple items together. Okay, so let's say any item that we purchase in the under the Apple brand, okay, you will get 5% discount. Okay, and another scenario is if you cross the limit of, let's say, 10 quantity within the group of Apple items. If you purchase more than 10 pieces, 10 quantity of any items under the Apple group or Apple brand, you will get a percentage of 5% discount. So that is also comes under multi-line discount. So line discount means, let's say you can configure a specific item only, a specific line or specific item. Let's say if I am purchasing Apple 12 Pro, Apple iPhone 12 Pro Max, only for that particular item, I can configure the discount. Okay. Multi-line discount means for multiple items together, even for the combination and even for the quantity range also. In case if I give a quantity range in the line discount, that specific item has to reach the quantity to get the this next level of discount. Let's say Apple iPhone 12 Pro Max item. If I purchase if I purchase 1 to 100, any quantity between 1 to 100, I will get 2% discount. If I purchase 101 to 200 quantity, I'll get 3% discount. Okay, anything more than 200, I'll get 5% discount, for example. So that applies for only Apple items, I can say. Okay, that applies for only Apple items, and that quantity range. Let's say if I want to reach 5% bracket, okay, I have to purchase more than 200 quantity only that Apple item itself. But whereas in the multi-line discount, other items also you can count basically to reach that quantity. Okay, so let's say same example, any Apple quantity that you purchase, let's say from 1 to 100 quantity, you will get 2% discount. More than 100 to 200 quantity, 3% discount. More than 200 quantity, any quantity more than 200, you will get 5% discount. So in this case, I can purchase multiple items actually together to reach that quantity range. But in above scenario, only that phone Apple phone only I have to purchase more than 200 to get 5% discount. But in this multi-line discount scenario, multiple items, let's say I can purchase 50 Apple iPhone mini and 50 Apple iPhone Pro Max, 50 Apple iPods, okay, and 60 Apple iPhone cables. So altogether it become 210. Okay, so now I'll fall under the 5% discount bracket. So that is how this line discount and multi-line discount works. So when we do it in the system practically, you will understand. So item group of Apple items and vendor group of Apple items, for example, and vendor group. Similar concept. Okay, so all
Vignesh.
items. Yeah, Karthik.
So it is like the multi-line discount will consider the whole invoice amount, while the line discount will consider only the specific item's value. Right? Is this correct?
It's not even line discount is actually correct that you what you said. Multi-line discount is not actually whole invoice. See, in the invoice there could be like 20 items, but line multi-line discount is applied only for 5 items,
Okay.
a
Okay.
group
So
of
it can
five
be
items.
said for individual items, right, Vignesh? We can give for individual
Individual
items.
items, individual items that will come under that falls under line discount.
Yeah, okay. This multi-line means,
Yeah.
so what's the difference between them, this and that?
See, majorly, the major difference between this is basically to reach the quantity range. In the quantity range, actually, you will find the difference. Actually, if I want to, if I want to purchase, let's say, more than 200 quantity, my supplier says that if you want to, if you want to, if you want to purchase more than 200 quantity, you will get 5% discount. But specific item, if that is a specific item, let's say iPhone 12 Pro, I have to purchase more than 200 quantity to have 5% discount in this scenario, line discount. But whereas in multi-line discount, my supplier says, let's say my Apple vendor says, if you purchase more than 200 quantity of any Apple brand item, not only Apple 12 Pro, any Apple brand item. So I can configure I can create a group for all the Apple brand item, and I can assign the Apple brand group to all my Apple brand items, and any item, I mean any item I can purchase within that group, and even multiple items also I can purchase which falls under the Apple brand item group. If it increase more than 200, any item, let's say as I said, five iPhone Pro, five Apple iPhone cable, five iPods, not five, sorry, 50, 50, 50. So five, six items I can purchase 50, 50, 50 quantity. So total it will become 250. So which means more than 200 quantity, I'll fall under 5% discount. But in the above scenario, only that specific item I have to purchase. I cannot purchase multiple. Even if I purchase 100 iPhones, 100 cables, okay, I'll not fall under more than 200 because it is that specific line item is actually having only 100. It is not crossing 200 to have 5% discount. So it depends on the agreements that our company have with the vendors, whether they are going to have a line discount or they are going to have multi-line discount. Clear?
Yeah, for me it is clear, Vignesh. But what I thought was in this
Yes, yes.
multi-line discount, we'll count the every item in the invoice. This is what I thought. Like, is it not such that we'll count every item in the invoice?
No, it's not. It's not on the every item on the invoice. No, it's not.
Okay, we can also specify that only these items needs to be counted. We can also do that, right?
Correct, correct. See, it can be for
Okay.
every item of invoice, but it's not that mandatory that it should be applied for all the items on the invoice.
Uh,
We'll see
okay,
that.
okay,
We'll see that
Vignesh. Yes,
today. We'll
understood.
understand it. We will
Yeah,
discuss
yeah,
that today. We'll
yeah. In
understand.
example, we'll understand easily. Yeah.
Correct. So, as combinations you understood, right? Basically group of items and then one vendor, group of vendors or all vendors. So, in multi-line, you will not have any tables. Item. Item means one item. So, you will not have any one item concept here because it's a group. Always, when I say multi-line, it's a group of items. Okay, so I'm activating all the items. Here total discount. Total discount means, as you said, it's a invoice, it's a header of the invoice basically on top of entire invoice or purchase order. Basically, we apply the discounts on the purchase order only, so it's not an invoice. So basically, total discount means all the items. It comes always all the items only. So all the items are specific vendor, all the items from from a group of vendors, or all the items from all the vendors. So total discount is always on top of the purchase order, guys. It is not a specific to an item. Let's say I've created a purchase order for, let's say, 100,000. So I'm getting a 2% discount on top of 100,000, not on each item wise. So inside the 100,000, if you go to item wise, let's say Apple phone, Apple cables are, let's say, 20,000, Apple AirPods are like 40,000. So multiple items will be there. So it's not for each item wise, it's a overall PO wise, purchase order wise. Okay. So we can enable the prices here. Oh, okay. Manoj Karthik is messaging, if everyone is comfortable, use Telugu too while teaching. Okay, fine. So everyone is comfortable with Telugu also?
Yes, Vignesh, fine.
Yes, Vignesh.
Okay, fine. Actually, to be frank, actually, I'm not comfortable speaking Telugu while teaching.
You are not from
It's
Telugu,
fine.
Vignesh?
It's fine. I'll try, guys. No problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Hari, what Hari? You are saying something?
You are not from Andhra or Telangana?
I'm from Andhra only, but while
Okay.
teaching and dynamics, teaching dynamics in Telugu, I mean, it will be new for me now.
Okay.
అలవాటు అయిపోయినట్టుంది ఇంగ్లీష్ అందుకని కొంచెం ఇబ్బంది.
అదే సో ఫైన్, నో ప్రాబ్లం. ఎక్కడైతే పాసిబుల్ అవుతుందో అక్కడ నేను డెఫినెట్ గా తెలుగులో టీచ్ చేస్తా. ఓకేనా? రైట్. సో నౌ వీ హ్యావ్ యాక్టివేటెడ్ ద ప్రైసెస్, గైస్. Price and discounts, we have activated the prices. Okay, then we need to configure the prices right now, prices and discounts. To configure the prices and discounts, we need to create something called trade agreement journal names. We call the prices and discount, all of them, as a trade agreements. So the trade agreement journal names, okay, it's a basically kind of a journal. Like you remember we created a journal names for the GL journal postings, GL entry posting, and AP invoice posting and all. It's a kind of similar journal only. We'll create a journal. Inside that we will configure the prices. Okay, it's a kind of header. So trade agreement journal names. So click new. So I'll say purch price. These having 10 digits, 10 characters limit only. So that's why I cannot give a full name here. Purchase price. I'll say purchase price. Purchase prices, I can say purchase price journal or purchase price journal, whatever. And in this journal, I will use only prices. See, these are all the relation. Relation means the type of the price or discount it is, the type of trade agreement. So price purchase means purchase order related prices. Okay. See, basically you will have a purchase in the bracket for some of the options, and you will have sales in some of the options. So basically this trade agreement journal can be used for both purchase journals and sales journal creations, sales price journal creation. Okay, so setup is same basically even for purchases and sales, right? So purchase price means prices for the purchase side, line discount means line discount for the purchase side. So basically when I say purchase side, it's a vendor side, right? Multi-line discount, purchase side. Total discount, purchase side. Similarly, price again it will repeat with the sales side. Price sales, line discount, sales side, sales order basically. Multi-line discount, sales order, total discount, sales order. Okay. Postage discount and all, we will not use it. It's not much popular functionality. We'll ignore that. Okay, so purchase price, I'm creating a journal name called purchase price, and I'm giving a relation which is price per. So whenever I create a new journal and then go inside the journal, by default my purchase price purchase will be automatically defaulted. So I don't need to change the type of the trade agreement every time in the journal. So I'll show you. I'll duplicate the tab. Okay, so now I have created a journal, right? Save. Now to configure the prices, go to procurement and sourcing module, prices and discounts. Okay, trade agreement journals. Okay, so here by default, whenever you open up, it comes a blank line, but in case it is not coming also, then you can click on new and select the journal. So it is not a kind of, we have to create it's not a kind of GL creation journal kind of thing, guys. Don't get confused, okay? So save. So journal number also comes, then go to lines. See, default relation is price search. Go to lines, inside the lines. Okay, so this is a kind of price journal, price agreement journal. So here, if you see relation is price purchase. You can still change it actually, but why we are configuring it is as a default here in the journal names, just to have a default one automatically. No need to every time change it. That's the reason I'm defaulting it here in the setup. So when I open the relation, price purchase is defaulted. Now party code. So party code is vendor or customer. So since we are configuring for the vendors, it should be vendor. So when I say table, it's a single record. When I say table, this will be enabled. These two fields are interrelated. Okay. So when I click on the drop down, let's say Acme office supplies, I have to select the vendor. When I select table, I have to select the vendor. Okay. When I say group, it's not a vendor group, guys. Okay, it's not a vendor group. It is a price group. You might get confused that it might be asking, when I say group, it might be asking vendor group. No, it is not a actual vendor group. It is the price group. Even for the prices also will create the groups. Okay, so in case if multiple vendors are having same price, as I said, we'll create the price group and configure the prices. So for now we'll go with the table. Right, vendor number. Then we have to select the product code, product type. It is a single item. It will give my all the items, individual items list here. If it is a group of items, it will ask me to select the price group for items. Okay, so I'll configure. I'll tell you the price groups creation also and vendor groups creation also. Price groups creation for vendors and price groups creation for items. Both I will tell you. So for first we will go with the table. So item relation, let's say JBL speaker. And in case if item is having a configuration, size, color, style, different kinds of other variants, you can configure the price for each variant wise also. Let's say size Apple, let's say I'm selected the Apple 12 Pro Max. Okay, size is 256 GB, black color has one price. 512 GB black color has another price. 256 GB blue color has one price. 512 GB blue color is having a different price. So that is how different same item only, but different colors and different sizes. I can configure the price. So in our case, we are not created as a product master JBL speaker, so it's just a product only. So size and color is not enabled. Okay, so I'll tell you this from one to concept. If you don't, okay, before that, site and warehouse. So you remember we have discussed the site and warehouses yesterday. So
Yes, Vignesh.
site wise and warehouse wise also you can configure the prices, guys. Let's say my vendor is in let's say Mumbai, for example. Supplier is in Mumbai. I'm sending a purchase order. Okay, I have selected my delivery address site. My delivery address is my Hyderabad site and created a purchase order. My vendor is saying if you want me to deliver it to Hyderabad site, the price is let's say 1500 JBL speaker. If you want me to deliver it to the Bangalore, it will be let's say 1450. If you want me to deliver to Delhi, it will be let's say 1700. So site wise also we can configure the prices. Okay. So for now, I'm not configuring the site wise and warehouse wise. We'll just go with without any site and warehouse. Then from 1 to, so as I said, the quantity range from this quantity to this quantity. Okay, and then price. Again, the same item, it will be in a different range. It will be a different price. That is also can be configured. Let's say if you don't give any from and any to, it will be always same price. So here amount in transaction currency is what actually you have to specify the price. Let's say I'm specifying 2000 or let's say 1800 for example. Okay, JBL speaker price is 1800. So max retail price is not required, that is for retail. Currency, you have to specify the currency as well. Let's say it is INR, Indian rupee. So 1800 Indian rupee. And if you come this side down, you will have from date and to date. So this price has to be valid from which date to which date you can specify. So let's say from today to let's say 31st of July. So until 31st of July, this price will be applicable in the system whenever I create a purchase order. And after 31st, when I create a purchase order, it will not be applied automatically. So it will become again zero value. I mean, whenever I create a purchase order, add this item, it will a system will pick up zero only because it will not find any trade agreements that particular time. Okay. Price charges, normally charges are not required. Mostly we don't use the charges. And price unit. So this price is for how many quantity. You can also specify like 5 quantity, this is the price. 2 quantity, this is the price, like that. So normally we'll make it for each quantity wise only. It won't be different quantity. Discount 1, discount 2 we will discuss at the time of line discount and multi-line discount and total discount. Okay. Lead time, this will be used in the master planning module, guys, for supply in the supply chain management. So it's not required right now. Working days, if this price has to be applied only in the working days, you can enable working days. Disregard list, and these are all for master planning related. Find next is basically discount one, discount related. Fine. And error log, and at the time of posting the price, okay, in case if any error comes, this that will display that error here in the log. Fine. I'm going to post this price. Posting means it is not a kind of post in GL posting, guys. This is what actually I'm confirming the price. Okay, it won't post any GL kind of entries and all. When you say posting, I mean normally people thinks like it's a kind of a GL posting, a GL entry posting kind of thing. No, it's not a GL entry kind of thing. Just a confirming the price. Post. Unexpected error has occurred. What is this unexpected error? Let me refresh it. So I will go to lines. So price is there. Let me post it. So guys, if you see, I have not specified any quantity range here from 1 to, okay. So any quantity you purchase, even if you purchase one quantity, it will apply 1800. Even if you purchase 1000 quantity also, it will take 1800. Okay. So that is how you can configure the prices. Now I will go back to, so the configured purchase price can be seen under vendor master or in product master also. In products, I mean products window also. Against a product you can see, against a vendor also you can see. So first I'll show you against a vendor. So go to vendors, all vendors.
Vignesh, I have a doubt.
Mhm.
So you did not configure any discounts, right? That means you did not mention any discount. If I purchase from this to this range of quantity,
Yeah, not yet,
there is a discount. Not
we'll
yet.
do that. Yeah,
Okay.
not yet.
Okay. Okay.
We'll do that. First I'm configuring and showing the prices only.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this
Fine.
is the vendor actually we configure the prices. If you go to procurement tab, okay, so trade agreements. Either you can look at the trade agreements or purchase prices. Anything is fine. So when you say trade agreements, all the purchase prices, discounts, everything will be displayed. See, the relation is price, but okay, it is a price line, and for this particular item, this is a vendor. Sorry, this is a vendor. This is the item, and this is the price that I have configured. Okay, and it's a INR price. Okay, or you can see the same thing under the purchase prices also. Only prices will show in this window. Now let's go to item, product information management, products, release products. The JBL speaker. In under the purchase tab, if you look at the purchase prices, it will show you the same 1800. From 1 to date also is specified. Okay, and if I go to view trade agreements, also it will show you. When I say line discount, it will not show because we are not configuring any line discounts. Only prices we configure. Now let's go and create a purchase order, guys. Accounts payable, purchase orders, all purchase orders, and see if that item is actually applying the prices or not. System is applying the price for the item or not. Okay, so yesterday we have created a purchase order. Correct, we have selected this item. System has applied 2000 because at the item master level, in the item form, we have given the price. As I said at the time of configuration also, just go to item. I can go to item from here also. See, if you go to purchase tab, see we have given a price under the item master level. So this is basically global price. Okay, in case if you don't have any specific agreements with any of the vendor, that price will be picked up. But now in our case today, I have a price agreement created with the vendor for this particular item. So let's create a new, select the vendor, which is Acme Supplies, Office Supplies. Okay, let's say GCB. Purchase type is purchase order. Okay. So now let me add an item. This is the item, correct? Where is it coming? 9,951. Where is it picking up from 9,000? Let me see the trade agreement from here. Which currency this purchase order? Let me see. USD. Okay, let me make it INR. Okay, so now if you see, the price has automatically picked up 1800, correct? So if I give any of the quantity, the price will not be changed. 20 price will be same only, unit price, and net amount is this, quantity into unit price is the net amount. So even though if I specified that 2000 is a global price in the global item master, my price is picking up from the trade agreement. Okay, so in the purchase order form also, under the general tab, you can see the trade agreements for the items. Okay, view trade agreements. Any trade agreements that created for this particular item, it will display here. Yeah, so that is the prices, guys. Now I'll create one more price, basically the range, quantity range wise prices, and we'll see. So I'll remove this. So to to create a price quantity range, so first of all you need to edit the existing price, correct? So either you can edit from the vendor master or item master, anything is fine. I'll go to vendor, all vendor. So this is the second vendor, under the procurement, trade agreements. So what I'll do is I'll just mark it and edit selected trade selected lines. I want to edit this. So when I select edit, when I click on edit, again system will try to create a new journal, trade agreement journal. Purchase price. I'll just write down some description. Changing the prices. Some description. Okay. If you don't have any agreement, you can even is my voice breaking, guys?
No,
Is the
Vignesh.
voice fine or not?
No,
No,
Vignesh.
voice is clear.
Hello, it's fine, right?
Witness,
We are
little
able
little
to
idea
hear
was
you.
disturbance.
Karthik's voice is breaking actually for me. Hari, you are able to hear me now, or still you are having an issue? Others,
It's fine
Pavani,
now,
Pradeep,
Vignesh.
it's fine, right?
Your voice is
Okay,
clear, Vignesh.
okay.
No, is my voice clear, Vignesh? Is my voice clear?
Yeah, now it's fine, Karthik.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can edit it. System creates a journal with the same line. Okay, now you can specify the range. So let's say from 1 quantity to 100 quantity if I purchase. Okay, let's say 1800. I'll create one more line, down arrow. It will create a blank line. Sorry, these rows are not in proper. Okay, I'll create one more line for the same vendor. It's a table and then a single item, which is my 14 item. Here 101. To let's say 200. If I purchase the quantity anything between the 101 to 200, my vendor is giving 1600. Okay, and one more thing guys, here in the two side, okay, if you keep 100, it will just consider until 99 only. That's a bug in the system. Okay, so you have to consider 100, you have to keep 101, one quantity extra two side. Okay, so here also 201. It is not have it, see it's not even actually a bug, you can say. Microsoft is saying different logic for this purpose, for this when we ask something. Okay, when we ask about this issue, they're saying something else. You will have 101, I know the sequence here, all this is saying. So one quantity you have to keep extra to consider until 200 always. Then price fetch, another line, one more line I'm creating. Table, vendor, item. So 201 to, let's say, any quantity. I'll say some big quantity, so that it will be, you can say, unlimited. So here we'll give 1500. Okay, fine. Save it and post it. Oh, sorry, my bad. I configured this in USD. Okay, let me edit it again. Edit selected lines. I'll change the currency, guys. It should be INR.
దినేష్, ఓన్లీ ఫ్రమ్ ఇచ్చుకుంటూ వెళ్ళిపోతే సరిపోదా?
Only from, no, you have to give the two also. Two కూడా ఇవ్వాలి, రెండు important. And ఈ two కూడా one quantity extra ఇవ్వాలి. That is what actually Microsoft is saying. They have a different logic actually. This issue is there since previous version as well, actually in X2012 as well. They're not fixing this. Post. Okay, it's posted, guys. Now you can see the agreement. See, I'm in a vendor form. If I look at the trade agreements, see the same price, I can see with the different quantity range. The first line I've given the date range. So second line, third line, I have forgot to give a date range. Okay, that's fine anyways. So if you see 1 to 100, 1 to 101 quantity 1800, 101 to 200 quantity 1600, 201 to the you can say unlimited quantity, which is 1500. So now I'm going to create a purchase order and see if these prices will be applicable or not. So go to purchase order, create a line, JBL speaker. See, by default system takes one quantity, correct? So when I say one quantity, even when I say 100 quantity, my price will not be changed. But when I say 101 quantity, my price will be changed to 1600. See, okay. When I say 150 quantity, my price will be 1600 only. When I say 250 quantity, my price will be changed to 1500. So that is how you can configure the prices along with the quantity range also. Okay guys, are you clear?
Perfect, Vignesh. Clear.
Right. Now we'll configure the discount also, line discount at least. Multi-line discount we'll discuss tomorrow. line discount we'll discuss fatapat. So for the line discount, guys, I need to create one more line discount journal. It is not mandatory actually, but I'll prefer to create a journal under the setup, procurement sourcing, under the setup, price and discount, trade agreement journal names. See, I can still use this same journal, and when I go to inside the lines, I can change the relation to discount like this. I mean, I'll duplicate one more tab. Procurement sourcing, prices and discount, trade agreement journals. I can still select this, go inside the lines, and here I can change it. I can change it to line discount, but the thing is I have to change it to each and every line. If I want to enter, let's say 10 lines I have to enter it, select it manually. To avoid that manual selection, I can create a new journal and default this line discount, line discount patch for all the journals. I mean for the specific journal for all the lines. So that's the reason I'll maintain a specific journal. So let's say I'll say a discount. So I'll use the same discount in all the discounts in the same journal. Discount patch, or let's say patch disc. Okay, by default I'll make it as line discount. Okay, now I'll create a new journal, guys. So this is already posted, I think. No, oh, this is not posted. Let's delete this. So I'll create a new. Now I can see two journals. Okay, purchase discount one, default one is line discount purchase. So basically purchase side line discount. Okay, line discount purchase by default selected. Now I'll select, let's say, table. Acme supplies. Let's say JBL speaker, or okay, let's say JBL speaker. So here also I can give a quantity range. Okay, if I don't give any quantity range from 1 to, it will not, I mean, it will not take any quantity related prices. It will take same price for all the quantity. Okay, so I am giving, let's say 1 to 100 quantity, which means 101 if I purchase. Now discount is not to given the amount in currency. We have something called line discount percentage 1. Yeah, you can give 2 discount percentage also is possible, but mostly clients will not use this. Mostly will use only discount percentage 1. I'm going to give, let's say, 5% discount. I mean, vendor is going to give me 5% discount. I'm going to get 5% discount. You can specify the quantity, I mean date range also in case if you want to. Okay, so I'll create one more line. So guys, you notice me, like I'm keep adding a new lines actually, and entering the entire data, correct? So instead of doing that, I can also do the copy line. Save, happen. Again some error. May refresh. Okay, so copy line. It is not created. It's created, yeah. So above line is a copied line. So above line, so the data is same actually. Item vendor is same. Only thing I want to change from 101 to 201. Okay, discount I'll get, let's say 7% discount. If I purchase more quantity, I'll get 7% discount. Okay, I'll again copy the line. 201 to, let's say, some quantity, big quantity, I'll get 10% discount. Yeah, I'm going to post this. Guys, are you clear about this configuration? Price setting of the discounts?
Yes, yes, Vignesh, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going
Yes,
to
we
post
can.
the discounts. Yeah, great. Done. Now I'll go to my purchase order. My purchase order I already opened, just kept it open. Okay. So I'm not going to create a new one. By the way, what currency I gave? I didn't even remember that. Why am I not concentrating on the currencies? Discounts. Oh, why do it just taken as USD? Okay, I'll change it. So now you can look at that discounts, the configured discounts under trade agreements, guys. See, now you can see purchase prices and line discounts also. Okay, now let me change the currency. So you have to select all the lines. Okay, whatever the lines you want to edit it. So all the lines will come in an open journal, and I can edit it. I can edit any information, guys. Okay, post. Fine, it's posted. Now I'll go to purchase order. I'll add a line. Okay, so JBL speaker. See, by default price is coming because I have created price earlier, and discount also I have applied, which is 5%. Okay, 1 to 100 quantity range 5%. When I say 120 quantity tab, it automatically takes 7%. Price also is changed and discount also is changed. When I say 500 quantity, my price will be changed to 1500, my discount will be applied 10%. So some companies, what they do, they give the price and then they give the discount also. So in such kind of scenario, clear, guys? But this will be applied only for that particular line only. It will not be applied for other lines. See, assume that, okay, just to make you more understand, let's say I am purchasing 150 quantity in first line. See, it has taken the second line, is second quantity range, correct? Now I'll create one more line, down arrow. I'll create same item. I'll select the same item. Let's say 60 quantity. Okay. If I say 60 quantity, see, I'm still under the first range only, but it is not. See, total, if you see, it's becoming 210. Correct. It is not applying the highest percentage of discount or lowest price. It is not taking that. Still, it is considering as a fresh line, and then looking for the range from the starting. It is not totaling, but whereas in the multi-line, total will become the total quantity of both the lines will check for the quantity range and then apply the discount. You understood?
Yes, Vignesh, perfect, understood.
Yes, Vignesh.
Yeah.
When it is
So
multi-line,
tomorrow
it will total up the 150 and yeah, sorry.
exactly. So total of 150 plus 60, which means more than 200 quantity. It applies the highest, the discount basically, and the lowest price.
Yes, yes, Vignesh, understood.
So that's the concept between the line discount and multi-line discount. For my line discount, for each line will be a fresh line for the system. Yeah. So that is how it works, guys. Line discount. Tomorrow we'll discuss the multi-line discount and total discount. Okay. So
Okay, Vignesh. Okay.
then after that we will discuss the charges. We have some concept called charges. Then we'll see the entire purchase order flow.
Okay. Okay, Vignesh.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
do you guys have anything to say, guys? Any doubts? Any queries?
About that tests you said you'll send us.
Yeah, that list, right?
Yeah.
I'll check. I'm actually, I'm forgetting every day. I'll check it. Okay. Do you already
Okay.
sent me an email, right? Just others also
Yes.
send the
Yes.
emails in the chat. I'll share with all of you. Others, I think Ari and Manoj, you guys already shared the emails.
Yeah. Yeah.
Others also just write down your emails here. Avani, Udaya,
Yes.
and Pratyusha. I'll share that.
Yeah, okay, Vignesh.
Mhm.
Okay, Vignesh. Right.
Okay, guys. Take care. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Yeah, if you guys just
Bye,
type your
Vignesh.
email,
Thank
then
you. Yeah.
I'll take the emails and then we'll send. Okay, I'm waiting for you emails only.
Hope
Okay.
you have received it, right, Vignesh?
Sorry.
Hope you have received the message.
Yeah. Udaya received and Pratyusha
Yeah.
received. Pavani, I have not received yet.
Yeah.
Okay, Pavani also is sent now. Fine. Okay, guys. Right. See you tomorrow then. Yeah.
Okay,
Right,
bye.
Vignesh. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Vignesh.
guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.